Hey, Chappie here, and today's minuet is I have hiked God knows where, somewhere, in the back of Franz Josef, saw the sign and just kept hiking and hiking, and I'm up in the forestry area, and it's been sensational. At one point I was walking along and I sensed something to my left was looking at me. You get that feeling, you know, and there's no one around out here, it's just me. And I turned and here was this beautiful deer just about 20 feet off into the forest, just looking at me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera ready to go, but it was a female deer. It just looked at me and had this moment where it just froze, I froze, and then it bolted off, and what a fit looking beast it was. But anyway, I've been hiking and hiking, wondering where this gets to, what the culmination is, and you got to check this out because there's been really heavy substantial rains and a lot of landslides. So I get to this point and you can see that there's something has come through here, and they've got some branches across the path and no sign to say don't carry on. And I'm not going to go too far over here because you'll get the gist of what's going on if I turn the camera around and you see. And I won't go too far because it is washed out all through there, and I'm about 6 feet away, so I don't want to put too much pressure there. And you can see how far up I am, and you see the timber down the bottom there where a landslide has happened. So at the edge of this here is the abyss, just like there is over there. So I ain't going any further. You can see where that whole tree's broken off. You can see the big mountains in the background there and how the road carves around. So I've kind of got, I know I say keep my knees in the breeze, but they're a little bit wobbly right now because I get a bit of vertigo when you're that close to a big drop. So that was it. I've hiked about, I don't know, a good hour up, and you would want to be paying attention because if you just carried on over there, it just drops off. So there you have it, today's minuet. Good bit of exercise because most of the walk was uphill. You can see how high up I've got. This Franz Josef sits in the valley down below. So I'll start walking back and see this beautiful, let me get the camera around on this, moss on the trees. It's soft, you can tear it away like this nice mossy stuff. So obviously it gets very wet on the west coast, but today it's just a sensational, excuse the hand in front of the lens, sensational sunny day, so I thought I'd make the most of it. And I'm going to see if I can see that deer on the way out. So you can see this water here, this babbling brook, and if you look down to the far end of that, you might be able to see it just drops off. Just goes into that huge big drop off. So yeah, definitely a lot of rain, but beautiful peaceful walk. New Zealand always delivers these beautiful things out in nature. Green is the predominant colour. You can see there in the sky. You can hear the birds in the trees. We'll do a tui. I know you bird lovers will be very envious of that. And you can see it's so good that not one tui has replied. Something has. But there you have it. Today's minuet. Little hike up through the hills. New Zealand delivers at every point. If it's nature you like, it's got it. And I'm going to see if I can see that deer again. I just can't imagine how people shoot those. I suppose if you're hungry enough you might, but it was a big deer. It just sort of stunned me. I looked and thought, wow, what's that? Anyway, I'll bring you to this point, which is another big lookout, and then we'll sign off and I'll start hiking down. So I literally was at the bottom down there, not only an hour and a half ago. I was down by that bridge, and you can see how all this water that washes off these mountains just washes right out through there. Got to be some gold in there, right? So another hour I will hike down and get to the bottom. For the meantime, eyes on that wonderful horizon out there, wobbly knees in the breeze. Till next time.